Welcome to Lotus Lane Daily. I'm glad you're here. Today's wisdom is for anyone going through something hard. You know that feeling when something good happens or something sad and you wait for the feeling to arrive and it just does not come? Someone tells you they love you and you say it back and it sounds correct and means nothing. A song that used to move you plays and you notice, in a flat sort of way, that it is not moving you. You watch your own life happen, as if through glass. You are not in pain exactly. You are not anything exactly. And somehow that is worse, because at least pain would be proof that you are still in there. If you searched for this at 2 a.m. because you are frightened that you have stopped being able to feel, read on slowly. You are still in there. The numbness is not the absence of you. It is something your mind built, and things that are built can be understood and slowly taken apart. Numbness is protection, not damage. Here is the first thing worth knowing. Emotional numbness is almost never a sign that you have run out of feeling. It is far more often a sign that at some point the feeling became too much and a part of your mind made a quiet decision to turn the volume down so you could keep functioning. This happens after grief, after long stress, after a relationship that hurt, after months of carrying more than a person should carry. It happens when expressing emotion was never safe, when a child learned early that feelings cause trouble. The mind does not have a dial for one emotion. When it dims the unbearable ones, it dims the good ones too. So the joy goes quiet along with the sorrow. You did not lose your capacity to feel, you shielded it. The shield is just still up long after the danger passed. That reframe matters because it changes what you are dealing with. You are not facing a permanent emptiness. You are facing a protective response that has outstayed its usefulness, and that is a far more workable situation. Why it feels so frightening. Numbness is uniquely lonely because it cuts you off from the very thing that makes life feel like life. People who are sad can at least feel sad about something. People who are numb often describe a kind of gray, a sense of watching from behind a window, going through the right motions with nothing behind them. And it tends to feed itself. You feel nothing, so you withdraw. You stop reaching for the things and people that once stirred something. And the withdrawal removes the very experiences that might have woken a feeling. The world gets smaller and quieter, which makes the numbness deeper. It is a slow drift, not a dramatic fall, and that is why so many people do not notice how far they have gone until they are already far. There is an old line that names what is at stake. True happiness is not the absence of suffering. It is the ability to find meaning and joy even in the midst of life's challenges. Notice it does not say happiness is feeling good all the time. It points at a capacity, the ability to find meaning, to be touched by your own life. That capacity is what numbness has muffled. Getting it back is the real work, and it is gentler work than it sounds. How to begin thawing. You cannot order yourself to feel. Commanding emotion is like commanding sleep. It backfires. So none of what follows is about forcing feeling. It is about lowering the shield slowly and safely so that feeling can return on its own. Start with the body, because the body feels first. Emotion is physical before it is mental. So before you try to feel an emotion, notice a sensation, the temperature of water on your hands, the weight of a blanket, the taste of something sharp like ginger or lemon, cold air on your face. You are not chasing joy here. You are reminding your nervous system that input still reaches you. Sensation is the doorway, and it is a door that opens more easily than the door of feeling. Name the small, faint things. Numbness is rarely total. There is usually a flicker, a slight pull toward a particular song, a faint relief when a certain person texts, a tiny lift at a warm drink. These are easy to miss because they are quiet and you are listening for something louder. Pay attention to the faint ones. Say that was something. Honoring the small signals teaches your mind that feeling is safe to send up again. Move toward life before you feel like it. This is the hard one. Numbness says do not bother. You will not enjoy it anyway. But waiting to feel like doing things before you do them keeps you stuck, because the doing is what eventually brings the feeling back, not the other way round. An old line puts it well: when you are unsure what to do, take action. Movement creates clarity. So see the friend even though you expect nothing from it. Take the walk. Cook the meal. Do it as an experiment, not as a cure, and lower your expectations to almost zero. Feeling tends to sneak back in through ordinary doing. Let one safe person know. Numbness convinces you there is no point reaching out because you would feel nothing anyway. Reach out anyway. You do not need to feel close to someone for their presence to slowly warm something. Connection is one of the most reliable ways the shield comes down, and it works even when you cannot feel it working at the time. When to treat it as more. Be honest with yourself about a few things. Persistent numbness is a core feature of depression, and depression is not a mood you can decide your way out of. It is also a feature of the mind's response to trauma. If the flatness has lasted weeks or months, if you feel disconnected from your own body, or like you are watching yourself from outside, if there is any thought that life is not worth continuing, that is the moment to bring in real help, today, not eventually. Speaking to a doctor or a therapist about numbness is not an overreaction. Numbness is a recognized, treatable thing, and people who name it to a professional often find that it lifts in ways they had stopped believing were possible. There is no prize for enduring this alone, and there is real relief in not having to. The feeling is not gone. Here is what is true. The fact that the numbness frightens you is itself proof that you have not stopped caring. A truly feelingless person would not be reading this at 2 a.m., worried. Your fear of the numbness is the part of you that is still fully alive, still wanting your own life back. Listen to that part. It is right. The thaw, when it comes, is usually not dramatic. It is not a sudden flood. It is a song that catches you off guard one afternoon, a laugh that surprises you, a moment of warmth towards someone that you actually feel. Small returns one at a time. Watch for them. Do not dismiss them for being small. You are not empty. You are protected, and the protection can ease. Be patient with yourself the way you would be with someone slowly recovering from a long illness, because in a way that is exactly what this is. The capacity to feel your own life is still in you. It is waiting, and it is closer than it feels tonight. That's the wisdom for today. If something here landed for you, share it with one person who might need to hear it too. Take it slow. I'll see you tomorrow on Lotus Lane Daily.